Hello friends, under the hood of the Volvo V70 you can see a wide variety of engines. The 5-cylinder diesel engine with a volume of 2.4 liters is especially popular. This is a good design, but it has some typical ailments. During each inspection, the attachment belt tensioner should be checked. Due to the wear of the tensioner, the drive belt can get under the timing belt, which leads to a breakdown or even destruction of the engine. The tensioner belt should be changed at least every 90,000 kilometers. In cars from 2009 to 2011, attention should be paid to the intake manifold geometry change system. However, in cars built before 2011, it was common for the particulate filter to burn incorrectly. As a result, the oil level increased. Since 2011, the 4th generation turbodiesel has been installed, which differed in camshafts, crankshaft, and oil pump. There are even cars with a small 1.6-liter diesel engine on the market. This is a joint product of PSA and Ford. The base turbodiesel is too weak, and besides, it is also problematic, especially in its first generation. This option was installed until 2011 and was distinguished by a 16-valve blockhead. A later upgraded motor received an 8-valve head. A common drawback is an overloaded turbine, which is not durable. There is also an intermediate version, 2-liter, in 3 versions. The oldest, 2.0 from PSA, 1,998 cubic centimeters, is well studied, has affordable parts, and is free from serious flaws. In the case of the 2.0 R5 Volvo, 1,984 cubic centimeters, sometimes you have to deal with block cracking. Incidents are not massive, but they do occur. The result? More recent 2.0, but already a 4-cylinder, 1,969 cubic centimeters, is also not without flaws. After 200,000 kilometers, it starts to take oil, problems with piston rings. Before that, there are problems with the valve and cooler of the exhaust gas recirculation system. In case of problems with diesel engines, you should pay attention to the wiring harness in the engine compartment. It may be damaged. The list of gasoline engines is opened by Ford units, EcoBoost 1.6 and 2.0, as well as a 2-liter aspirated. Ford models with the EcoBoost engine suffered from block cracking at 1.6 EB and piston failure at 2.0 EB. Whether these problems affected similar turbo engines in Volvo is difficult to say, since there are very few of them. Mechanics speak well of the turbocharged Volvo 2.5. Yes, they are voracious, but apart from malfunctions of the crankcase ventilation system, they were not noted for anything else. Gasoline inline 6s also deserve positive ratings, turbocharged 3.0 and atmospheric 3.2. They have a similar design and with proper care will easily cover hundreds of thousands of kilometers, unless the timing chain is worn out. Then the motor will have to be removed since the timing drive, like the auxiliary drive belt, is located on the side of the gearbox. In addition, the engine itself is mounted transversely and sits very tightly in the engine compartment. Smaller gasoline engines were optionally aggregated with a not very successful automated dual-clutch gearbox. Typical symptoms of malfunctions: jerks, noise in the flywheel area. One of the reasons is the ingress of wear products into the oil. The oil must be changed regularly. A classic automatic is much more reliable, but subject to a systematic update of the transmission fluid every 60,000 kilometers. Incorrect automatic transmission behavior can be caused by torque converter wear, vibrations, or controller malfunctions, shocks. It is rare that you have to change the chassis up to 150,000 kilometers. If you are looking for the highest level of comfort and dynamic driving, then it is better to look for an instance with an adjustable suspension. However, the repair of such a suspension will cost more. It will be needed when reactions occur that do not correspond to the selected driving mode, 4C. Traces of corrosion can be found only in the oldest copies, on the exhaust system, suspension elements, and under the sill. There is a service action in the biography of the model. During operation, the airbag malfunction indicator light came on. Cause: The wiring harness under the driver's or front passenger seat was not correctly attached to the seat frame. As a result, when moving the chair, the contact connector could be disconnected. If you know of other model malfunctions, be sure to write about it.